This is a Voumard 2000. It may not look particularly interesting, just kind of a common 70s style watch. Here is a Longines, similar. This one's more of a rectangular case, but this is a cushion shaped case. You can say what's interesting about it. What's unusual? The first thing you'll notice is there is no crown. It is wound and set on the back. You see it's got a date at 3 o'clock. Alright, so you say, well, what's interesting about that? You had the JLC Futurematic that came out before this that had setting on the back. You also have the 214 Accutrons that also set in the back. Well, this pops out, and say for example you're left-handed and you don't want to be playing around with spring bars. Pop it in. Now it's easier for you to put it on your wrist, or for whatever reason you like it at a 90-degree angle, or, well, you can do it any way you want. If you want it at a 45-degree angle, 90-degree angle, you can do anything you want with it. That's what makes this thing interesting. You can't really do that with pretty much any other watch. That's why I thought it was cool. That's why I bought it. So as you can see, this does have it's a gold-plated case. Case size is 34.8 millimeters. The lug-to-lug on this is 41 millimeters. Lug width is 19 millimeters. And the thickness on this thing is 10.7 millimeters. 10.7 meters would make it a, well, you'd be living in it. All right. Taking a look at the movement. Okay, if we look at the movement, right now I just have it resting in the crystal. I don't want to damage the hand, so I'm not going to put it flat, and I don't want to put my fingers all over it. So this has 17 joules. It is running at 19,800 beats per hour. And as you can see, it has what I like to think of as a floating barrel. There is no barrel bridge. It is attached through the dial side, underneath the dial side on the main plate. And I saw pictures. I have no reason to go in here and do a servicing on it. And after I looked at pictures of the main plate, it looks almost as if that barrel is riveted on. Again, I had no reason to take the dial off, so I'm not even going to mess with it right now. This watch has a 54-hour power reserve, and production started in 1975. And you can look at the inside of the back, and that's how you wind it and set it, in case you were wondering. Interesting design. Of course, if that barrel is in fact riveted on there, service-wise, it's not a good design. But then again, I could be completely wrong. There might be people out there who have serviced them and they say it's actually not riveted on. There's some other way. Anyway, now it's time to put it on the wrist. All right, on my 6.5-inch wrist, that's how it looks. 34.8 millimeter, 41 millimeter lug-to-lug. If you like the cushion-shaped watches and you have a 6.5-inch wrist, it fits just fine. 10.7 millimeters thick, and no crown. So really interesting, nice watch. This one came with a mesh bracelet, which I see quite a bit when I look at the pictures of these. So I'm assuming that is the original bracelet, even though it is not marked. The way you put it on is not the easiest. So you have to slide this. Of course, I'm doing it with one hand. It's difficult enough to do it. You know, it's difficult enough to do it to begin with. Just to try to do it here like this is not easy, but good looking mesh bracelet. All right, so there it is. Yeah, since it was started in 1975 movement production, I'm assuming this is probably, well, mid to late 70s. I'm not sure exactly how long they produced them. There were different styles, so the cushion shaped is not the only one out there. Dial style also is different on different watches. This seems to be the most common that you run across when you look them up. So anyway, yep, that's the Voumard 2000. If you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, I have plenty of them out there right now, and still quite a few more to make. So just click like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.